I'm going to try something different today and use the GoPro on this. So last night I patched the hole in the cargo floor, and then we went and grabbed some undercoat. In the past I've used what's called Body Schultz, which you spray with a gun. But I don't have access to that particular gun anymore, and I really don't feel like buying one because I don't do it that often. So we went with this 3M rubberized undercoat that you can get at Advanced Auto. I went with this versus the other ones they sell because this one has more of an open nozzle, so it gives you more of a textured factory style finish depending on how you spray it, because a lot of this is that you're seeing is either undercoat, factory undercoat, or it's a like a spray-on type seam sealer. Other places where I know it was undercoat, it was very coarse because that's the way it used to be sprayed on. So basically all the blue you saw yesterday, that's what it looks like when you spray it on. All the blue you saw yesterday underneath it here, we've basically gone over it and sealed everything with the undercoat. Pops is double checking all the body mount bolt holes because we're getting ready to put the body tub on today. And then the rest of the work that I need to do up top, as far as working on the body, we can do that with the tub installed. I also sprayed underneath the back here, cut that in, because once the body tub is on, you're not going to be able to get to that because it's behind, it's going to be around where this is. So if we can get to it, it's going to be a pain in the butt to get to, as far as going from the red to the blue. So like I said, we're going to try a different thing here with the GoPro today, and then try and patch it together, and we'll see how that goes. So you might actually be able to watch this video and see progress as we do it. Okay, so we're going to work on, it's not doing anything. Here we go. We're going to try and get this body on here. The kit that I bought for the body mounts, there's no numbers on them. I don't even think there was directions in the box. So it's basically just figuring out and lining up. These are the bottom ones for under the passenger compartment. And then these open ones are going to be the ones for the bottom of the cargo area. That's what they call it. The cargo area ones use special washers. These are the washers we took off, so we have them. Now here's your, under the passenger area, they're going to get torqued to 50 foot-pounds. Under the cargo area, 35 foot-pounds. So when you are looking at your frame and all, you'll see these extra holes next to some of the body mounts. So the rear one, and then the one up at the firewall, there's these holes. These are for alignment pins. There's also holes up here in the tub that are also for alignment pins. And that's so when you set the tub down, you get the bolts started, you can stick alignment pins up in there to try and make sure that you're straight all the way. There's a couple different ways of lining up the tub. I'm not going to go crazy because this is so small on the lift that we're probably going to have to jockey the frame around underneath using jacks, just because the lift arms are going to probably end up being in our way. One way of doing this would be you could take your holes up here, either the alignment holes or the hole the bolt actually goes through, and take a piece of string and tape it up on here and tie a washer at the other end, and those will give you plumb lines, like plumb bobs, and then you just basically would line it up with the spot on the frame, and when you get close you just pull the piece of string off with the tape. I've used that very successfully, putting front wheel drive subframes back in, because you've got a lot of weight and you've got the whole weight of the car above you, so you don't really have that much that you can jockey around. So you definitely want to get those as close as possible when you bring them together. So we're going to pause this, get this set up, so hopefully you can see what's going on, and we're going to get started and try and get this all put together. Now, the only reason we have this dead man under the back here is because there's no weight in the tub at all right now. There's no steering column, there's no dash, there's nothing in there, no front seats to make the front of the tub heavy. So again, that's something we're going to have to deal with setting this tub, because we're going to have to be very careful jockeying the tub around, because we don't want the tub to tip and fall off of the lift onto the chassis and damage things. Okay, so where we're at is the tub's on, it's all bolted down, and it's as aligned as we can get it. We may have to move it around a tiny bit when we eventually put the fenders on and the grill to get everything aligned, because there is a little bit of play where you can move the body around a little bit. One of the plates that's up inside the body above the front of the gas tank at that cross member, it's going to be this one here. We had chased all the threads on everything, but apparently the threads on that are bad. I've got a brand new bolt, it threads in, but as soon as you go to tighten it down, it just pops. So I don't know if the bolt is just not long enough, it's not grabbing enough, or if the plate itself is partially stripped. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with that, whether I'm gonna have to try and do something from underneath here, or if I'm gonna have to cut a hole in the bed and pull a flap open and then just put the nut on from the top, or weld the nut to the plate that's already there and just put the flap back down and weld it shut again, dress the welds. But that's it, that's where we are for now. The tub's on,